Ashley.
And Serena.
And we're the Road Trippin' Roomies.
So today we're gonna continue on telling you a little bit about our California trip. I know
Actually,
a
lot about our California trip.
I know last time we just focused on San Fran, but we really want to take you guys through the rest of the other places that we've been to.
Cities and little places to find along the way. We did a lot of like the boardwalks and the piers. Super fun.
So yeah, after San Fran, we went to Santa Cruz, and we found this like boardwalk, which was awesome. Like this boardwalk was really, really cool. I think one thing that I like, so that first clip was me trying to win this unicorn, and I was so mad because I couldn't, but then I eventually won the unicorn, and I was so happy. I named it Jenny, and yes, I still have it. And I think one thing that I really liked about it was that it wasn't like crazy expensive. So like we've been like to the Jersey Shore, and like that was like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, trying to rip us off.
Yeah, and like usually big boardwalks like that, like it's expensive. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks for like an all-day pass to like ride all of these rides. Pardon my faces because I just make the weirdest faces.
So funny.
Yeah, we're weirdos. Okay, we know we're weirdos. Oh my God, look at me.
Makes it more amusing. It's fine.
Yeah, you can make fun of me. I make fun of me. It's fine. It was a fun ride. That was a really fun day, and it was a little colder because we went in February, so it was a little colder. But even with that, like, I mean, look at that view.
I know, that was so fun. Remember we got like ice cream and then we went on the ride.
So we definitely recommend that boardwalk because like it was gorgeous views, a real fun day.
In Santa Cruz for sure.
I think next on our trip.
We're Santa Barbara.
Yeah, we went to Santa Barbara.
Which was, for us, was really fun. We found like a drive up mountain that we went to.
Yeah. And
we thought we were gonna die because like we just kept going up and up and up and oh, by the way, our rental car was a Kia Soul.
Named Jesus.
We named him Jesus.
So if you ever hear us say Jesus, I miss that son of a bitch.
Yeah, he was great. He got us.
He got
places.
He got us
everywhere. Got us all the way up that mountain, which we didn't think we were gonna make it up because it kept going up, and we're like, oh man,
these views.
The best views.
Look at that view! Oh my God, that view was gorgeous.
It was great. So actually, Jesus, he did help us get off of the mountain, but he did not help us when it came to parking in LA.
No.
We'll never forget that. We tried to hide it because we were embarrassed for a little while about the situation, but if you know, parking in big cities like LA is absolutely awful. It's super hard. We were staying in this Airbnb that was like an apartment complex or something like that. Yeah. And so we had street parking, and one night we couldn't find any parking, and apparently we parked in a tow zone.
And maybe like my front bumper, okay, in a tow zone. Like my front bumper, okay? And the tow zone was only from like 7 a.m. to like 11 a.m. Like it was like short area of time that it was a tow zone. So
it was only a couple hours that we obviously weren't going to be up.
Yeah, we were asleep. Yeah. We finally got up, got moving.
We thought in the morning we came out to look for our car because we were, busy. And we thought it was stolen because it was nowhere to be found.
Where's my car? Where's my car?
And then we finally started thinking, and we're like, oh, okay, I think it got towed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
we were reading the signs, and we had to like Google something, and then it was like
the biggest house.
It wanted us to put the license plate number or VIN number or
so it didn't even like tell us where it got towed. We had to,
there was like a bunch of different options of where it could be towed to. We're like, really?
Yeah, it was insane. And the worst part about it, again, it's a rental car.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any information. We didn't have the plate number and the VIN number, like all that was in the car. Yeah. So we had to like call the rental company and like make up some bullshit of like why we needed it.
We needed the VIN number.
And the license plate
number.
And so they
could just locate our car.
And we had no idea where it was. Yeah. So eventually we located it, but again, we had to call an Uber to go get our car.
Yeah.
And that
it was a couple $100 later. We got our car back. But that's not even it.
On top of it, LA, thank you so much. So not
kind.
even that. And the girl, we paid it all cash. And I was like, hey, we're really broke little kids. Can we please have a discount? I was like, discount?
She was not.
She was not having it. And
but
she was just like, no, $300.
What I was going to say is, so yeah, as soon as we got the car back and we're like, oh yeah, that's a ticket on there. Yeah, that's great. So then we had to pay to get our car back, but then we had to pay for a parking ticket.
It was That was bad.
It was a low of the trip.
That was definitely a low. So
but
if you're ever in LA,
back,
watch out for the parking.
Yeah, that's no fun. But also maybe people can learn from us to have the plate number of your rental car. Maybe your VIN number too, because apparently I think we needed that.
Yes.
For whatever reason. Oh my gosh.
So
it was not fun.
we loved Jesus, and just going back, we really loved Santa Barbara. It was a really cool place.
Yeah.
I mean, that was us like on top of the mountains, and it was so fun. Like that was like where it all began right there.
Mm-hmm. So then we were in Malibu. We stopped at like a lot of little towns and cities along the way.
So we wanted to go to Malibu because obviously we love Hannah Montana. So we found the Hannah Montana house, which was like star-strucking for us. It was really hard to find, not gonna lie. But here it is. We found the Hannah Montana house.
That's from like the beach. It wasn't even from the road.
Oh no. Yeah. So like the actual image of like where the house is like based off of is the back of the house, and it's like on the beach, if you ever know the show. So it was really hard because once we found it, like we were typing in the address and it was taking us to like the front of the house. And the way it was like a beach, like kind of like a complex, I would say. So you couldn't just like walk around. Like obviously it's a figure that people go to. So it was actually on a private beach. That we kind of had to like.
I don't even remember how we got.
I don't know. We figured it out. We kind of had to like sneak around.
We did like
quick
pictures and we're out.
But I mean, we didn't do anything. Like if you are gonna go check
it out, you could see in the picture that there's like a fence, so we were like in front of the fence.
Yeah, we didn't like trespass on their property. We never do that. But like absolutely, if you're gonna go check it out, like it is, like just be like kind of respectful. It's on a beach, so just
there's
know
a
that
lot of houses nearby.
You'll have to access it from the actual beach, but it was a really cool like place to see from like because we like loved Hannah Montana from our childhood. So like definitely recommend going to check that out in Malibu.
And we went to another pier.
Yes.
It was actually cold that night. Do you remember?
Well, it wasn't cold when we were on the ground and the sun was out.
It was because no, you're right. Because the sun was going down, so it was getting colder, and we were up in the Ferris wheel.
So we went to Santa Monica, and Santa Monica has a really cool pier. Yeah. This one was a little bit bigger than the Santa Cruz one, and a little bit more popular because we were like closer to LA and like that. Yeah. So it was as you can see in that video, it was it was really cute. It was a really good view, and like it was really cute, like Ferris wheel.
Just as the sun was
setting, so like that was really pretty. And but we were freezing, and that Ferris wheel ride was so long.
Yeah, that was like the one time like I was like, can we please get off? But it just kept going
because we were freezing. Like literally when we got on the Ferris wheel, it was sunny. Right, it was sunny, and like we were okay. We went up and a few times. We were taking videos or pictures, whatever. It was great. And then like the sun was literally setting. We were freezing, and it stopped us at the top. And like I said, normally we would be very appreciative of this and like enjoy the view, but we were.
It was cold,
freezing up there.
It was probably windy too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could hear that. So yeah, that was a good place.
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, so any of y'all, if you guys are Bachelor fans.
Oh yeah. We grew up watching it.
We
big fans.
Love The Bachelor. So of course, we had to go check out the Bachelor Mansion.
That was really exciting.
That was fun. I remember driving up that road. So here's the mansion. I remember us driving and finally seeing it. We're like yelling because we're like so excited. Oh my god, that's the Bachelor Mansion. And it was really cool. We actually, like, this photo was taken. We like found like a little like construction zone, I want to say.
It was next door. They were doing construction, like the mansion next to it. Yeah. And the gates were open, so we kind of just walked in the driveway a little bit, and were able to
get some good pictures of it.
But it was funny because they were actually doing construction on the Bachelor Mansion as well.
Yes.
And there were workers, and they're like, made sure that we knew that we
couldn't go in. Because like, we were just trying to take pictures of it.
Famous.
So here in this video, the gate was open.
So
and
we're like trying
we were
to
just
look.
like looking and like...
Not the best view, but...
No, but you could like see like all the people there. And we actually talked to one of the guys and he was just like, boss says nobody comes in. And we were just like, okay. Yeah. Like we aren't like
we're not
really
gonna
trying.
Push it, but like it would be cool.
It was, yeah, but it was really cool to see that from a distance. So from there, so personally for me, LA wasn't the greatest. No. And I
didn't find a lot to do.
We
would do it better next time.
Yeah, sure. Part of it I definitely feel like it was our age and like where we were staying and like stuff like that.
We weren't staying in a good part.
But
that probably has to do with like good places in town are just really expensive.
Exactly.
We just didn't have the money to
stay
in a nice
I'm not gonna like
thing.
completely say don't go to LA. I feel like everyone should. Yeah. And like the number one thing though that we did do in LA that oh my god, I will never forget. It was like one of the greatest experiences was we went to Warner Brothers tour. Yeah, we did a tour and I swear this tour was only like $45 and I didn't understand how it was so cheap. Yeah.
It was like very like expansive. Like we got to see a lot.
Everything. So
we got to see like sets.
It was
different
insane.
Movies and stages.
So I'm a huge fan of Friends. So like we actually got to go on the set of Friends, which was like a huge thing for me. And I mean we went like everywhere.
No, there was one show we actually got to go on the actual set.
Like it was like a
they were
live
on break from.
So that's actually the Friends set, and it was really cool because we got the opportunity to actually to sit on the couch and like be on the Friends set. I mean, they had a lot to do. So like basically we drove around in like a golf cart with other people, and they like showed us a bunch of stuff. I mean, we went to like a movie set, like I said,
we were in like a prop room, like their
like
big prop warehouse. Or that was really cool.
We like even just driving around, like you saw like different sets, even if we didn't go into them.
And they had like different superhero
we went to the
cars.
We went to the Batman, like their like museum of Batman cars, and like it was really cool. Like you got to see all
really into that.
Yeah, we got to see all
obviously
the different
cars.
cars.
We didn't know anything about it, but
I think they did like a big like Harry Potter segment, and we like walked through there. But like my biggest thing was seeing Friends. And
I was excited about Ellen.
Yeah, the set of
her
Ellen.
Her set was her stage was there. We like drove past. Yeah. Oh, that's a really cool picture. Yeah. I was holding an Oscar. It's actually really heavy.
We got to like ride on Harry Potter's broomstick.
Yeah, and
like I will do this tour again, 100%.
I'm sure it'll be different because I know like whatever they're filming or doing, the sets will be different. Or
I mean, so many things is filmed at Warner Brothers, so it's like insane.
They told us they'll tell you like secrets or like behind the scenes things. Like this house was used for this show and also this show.
Like I said, it was like a pretty all-day thing for like $45-50 I want to say. Like, it was
really
not expensive. Like we were expecting like so much less
with the tour. Like,
oh my god,
it was so much.
So worth it. Do it. Like it was
absolutely.
It was a lot of fun. It was a good time for us.
That was one of our favorite things of the whole trip.
Oh, 100%. Like of the entire trip.
So glad we did it.
The only the other things that we did in LA was like your average the Walk of Fame, stuff like that. I mean, this was being in front of Jennifer Aniston's star.
It took us a little while to find the newer part.
I had to go see her star because I love Jennifer Aniston. She's like my go-to girl. So like I had to go see her star, polish it up for her a little bit. So that was a good moment for me. Walk of Fame wasn't exactly what I like was thinking it was gonna be, just because like if you've never been there, it's just like sidewalks.
People walk right
over it. I was more thinking in my head it was gonna be like a street of like all these different stars, so like that kind of threw me off a little bit. But like when you do get to see like a cool star, like it was really fun. Like we saw a bunch of them. But obviously I love seeing Jennifer Aniston. So that was a lot of fun.
Lastly, one of my favorites city is San Diego, and look at that. So beautiful.
Look at that. It was so beautiful.
Pretty.
It was
right at sunset.
Yeah. It was a big trip for you, and it was nice for us. So like Ashley's cousin lives in San Diego, so we were able to stay with him, which was our nicest Airbnb.
It was like our saving grace. We still owe my cousin. I'm sure He might be listening. We still owe him big time for that.
It was really fun meeting him, and he actually really like made our trip pretty special because he showed us a lot of places, and like he's really fun. So this is Mike and Ashley, and then this is Mike kicking me.
Now it's fucking up my ears.
But yeah, so this was a really pretty place that we went to. A big thing that we did in San Diego, whatever, we're losers, we're geeks. But we went to some open houses out there.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
We thought we were cool because there's La Jolla and it's like a really rich
area. Yeah.
And there's like multi-million-dollar houses. And of course, us being as broke as we were just trying to dream a little.
Yeah,
we had
saw
like these
signs.
We saw signs for open houses. We're like, oh my gosh, we should totally do it.
Yeah.
And do you remember they were talking like numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, like as
million.
They were talking like just
yes.
casually.
And like, I was just like,
and they asked a lot of questions.
Yeah.
They like want to know your whole life story.
We came up with it.
We just like we're rolling with it.
We rolled with it. And she's like, "What's your budget?" I was like, "Oh, about $2 million." She was like, "I mean, that's kind of the lower end around here." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, you're like, "Hey,
that's fine. We'll
but
figure
you
it out."
didn't even say billion. You just had to say two. 3. Like to them, it's just that's what they're talking. Like
it was insane. But we actually saw some really cool houses.
Yeah, that was. Remember, she like they don't stop reaching out to you. Like you would get emails all the time.
They were all about it. But this was like a really pretty part.
Oh yeah.
Another big thing that we did out in San Diego, and this one was a little bit of a crazy story. I don't know how much you remember this, but when we wanted to go skydiving. This is my 4th time skydiving. This was actually 2nd,
and we got Mike to go with us.
And we got Mike to come with us. Yeah. So because I love skydiving in different places. Like I've actually never been skydiving like here in New York. I've only gone to like other places.
Our first time was in Pennsylvania for my 18th birthday.
Yes, and that was really fun. So we wanted to do it again, and so this was our last full day out there. Yeah. So we tried to go skydiving, and they had to cancel it because of the wind.
It was too windy.
And we were like freaking out because we already paid for it. So we were like, what? Like, so we tried to talk to them, and they were like,
we were leaving the next day, like
so
a
they
flight.
were like, we can get you guys in the morning tomorrow. And like, I think we were leaving in the afternoon, and like we literally went skydiving that morning.
Yeah.
Like,
so we basically went skydiving. We went up in a plane to jump out of it, and then we went right to the airport.
Aww.
If you've never been skydiving, do it. It's so fun. You will never experience anything like that.
It's pretty crazy.
It's insane.
Adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
So you would do it again, and I did it twice. It still scares me, to be honest.
I
didn't like just get over the fear of heights.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would still do it again because I like to like push the boundaries. So, like what scares me a little. But my cousin, he said he'll never do it again.
He was like, one and done.
He's like, why did I do that? Why did I let you convince me?
No. So that was.
That's where it ended.
Yeah,
it was for me. It was really sad to go home because I just meant going back to work and school, but for Serena,
me, I just started dating Nick at the time, so we were only dating a few months, and like I was really excited to go home for him. And as fun as that trip was, and as much as I wish I could go back, I mean, I was in a heavy honeymoon stage. So I was just so excited to go home to my guy, so that was really nice. Yeah. But it was definitely a trip that changed my life.
Oh yeah. We talk about it all the time. Different things that we remember.
Yeah. Because we didn't just go to California. I mean, we went to California. Like, we went everywhere, so I can just say that
it was like, we were like, I feel like we grew a lot too.
Oh my god.
We were so young, and we were able to like just get away for 2 weeks and like figure
stuff out. I mean, like, I know, like I said, every time we plan a trip, it always gets planned around like some time of stress. And like, we're young and we're going through a lot of stressful times, and like that doesn't change. So like, traveling just really helps us get away from all of that.
Like a reset.
Yeah, absolutely. So like, that's why we like really just like tell y'all, like, you should go do it.
We want to do it again so bad.
Yeah.
We want to take
our guys.
Yeah, our guys
there
back and experience it with them, for them, because neither of them have been.
No.
Yeah.
And like, we're really excited to do that in the future. So if you guys ever head out to California, check out any of the places that we went to. I think some of the places that we went to will probably link in the description. So
don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Instagram,
like us on Facebook,
and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Share our videos. Bye.